Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Fairuz Munirah. We are from KTM Seremban. We are doing our final year project, and this video presentation is one of the requirements of the project. In this video presentation, we will show you the factors influencing customer satisfaction towards KTM Komuter services. A case study in Seremban station. My name is Fairuz Munirah.
I am Rohida here. My name is Wan Mufika binti Yahya.
According to Cambridge Dictionary, public transport is a system of vehicles that operate at regular time on a fixed route and used by the public. The first public transport in Malaysia was introduced by British in 1935 by setting up a company called General Transport Company. Nowadays, in Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, has one of the most modern transportation systems in this region. It has a comprehensive network of buses, taxis, monorail, light rail transit, and commuter train. One of the benefits of using public transport is it helps in reducing the traffic congestion on the road, which also reduces pollution such as air pollution and noise pollution. Public transport needs to be used by the public to achieve sustainable economic growth. According to Joza Para 2019, people tend to take public transport when they have good perception and expectation on the public transport system, which is known as satisfaction. Therefore, public transport companies need to prioritize investment to improve their services in order to keep the current user and to attract even more users in the future. Problem statement. Consistent urban development, environmental issues, as well as revenue for limited space in society are the main reason why the use of public transport is a priority. An article dated 2nd December 2019 by Povera in Auditor General Report 2018 stated that KTM Komuter in daily passenger has recorded a decline from 2016 until July 2019. KTM Komuter also received a lot of complaints with a total of 36,860 about its ticketing system. A high volume of customers trying to purchase the ticket at the same time had caused a disruption to the server. Based on this report, it is crucial to identify the factors that cause the circumstances. Therefore, the research objective of this study are to investigate the most contributing factor that influence the satisfaction of KTM Komuter users and to find the relationship between the level of crowdedness of the coach and the purpose of the travel. In this video presentation, we will answer the research question of what is the most contributing factor that influence the satisfaction of KTM Komuter users and what is the relationship between the level of crowdedness and the purpose of travel. Next, I will pass to Wan Mufika to talk about the methodology.
My name is Wan Mufika binti Yahya. Next, we will discuss about method used in this study. First is research design. The research design used in this study is descriptive design. The population for this study is all KTM Komuter users in Seremban station. Approximately 1,000 users use KTM Komuter in Seremban station, and since we conduct this study for a week, around 7,000 users use KTM Komuter in Seremban station, and 383 respondents were selected based on the Craigie and Morgan table 1970. Next is the sampling method. The sampling technique that we use in this study is a non-probability sampling technique, since the sampling frame, which is all KTM Komuter users in Seremban station, is hard to obtain. Convenient sampling is selected because it is easy to obtain and inexpensive. The data was collected using self-administered questionnaire, and it was distributed to all KTM Komuter users in Seremban station. The data was collected for 7 days a week during peak hours. Before the actual study start, pilot study was conducted in order to improve the accuracy of the actual study. For the analysis of the data, factor analysis and Pearson chi-square test is chosen as the method of the study. Factor analysis is a multivariate mathematical technique which is take a mass of data and shrinking it into a smaller data set. The principal component analysis is chosen because it is more suitable analysis based on the objective of the study. Principal component analysis extracting the maximum variance and put them into the first factor. And then it remove the first variance before extracting the next variance, maximum variance, and put them into the same group for the second factor. Principal component analysis also will help to reduce the dimension of the data sets. That helps to sort the most suitable dimension and sort them into one similar group. Chrombar alpha will be used to conduct the internal consistency, that is how closely related a set of items are as a group. Chrombar alpha with value around 0.7 will deem as satisfactory. Next is a Pearson chi-square test. A Pearson chi-square test is used to determine whether there is a significant difference between the expected frequency and the observed frequency of the contingency table. After conducting this test, a p-value will be obtained. A p-value with less than 0.05 will be rejecting the null hypothesis. Based on the table of summary, in order to determine the most contributing factor that influence the KTM Komuter users, factor analysis will be used, while Pearson chi-square test will be used to find the relationship between the purpose of the travel and the crowdedness of the crowd.
Assalamualaikum, I am Rohidayah and I would like to present our project's results and discussion. Firstly, there is a total of 383 cases in the study, in which 72.3% are females and 27.7% are males. Based on the table, 53.8% of our respondents are within the age of 21 until 30 years old, and the lowest are respondents that are above 61 years old, which is only 0.8%. Since this research also obtained the data of the respondents' occupation, it is seen that 72.6% of our respondents are students and only 1.8% retired respondents use the KTM Komuter service in Seremban station. Contradicted to a study by Abinoza et al. 2017 that said most of the users use public transport for work instead for the study, it showed that majority of the respondents, which is 119 cases, use KTM Komuter service for leisure. And the purpose with the lowest frequency is other purposes, which recorded only 39 cases out of the 383. Next, for the frequency of using KTM service, 171 respondents said that they only use KTM service in Seremban station only a few times in a year, and there are 4 respondents that stated that it was their first time using the KTM Komuter in Seremban station. And lastly, the respondents were asked whether they have experienced missing trip or not, and 55% of the total respondents agreed with the statement. Majority of the statement in services factor shows that the customers are majorly satisfied with the services provided. The highest percentage value for satisfied is 45.95%. That is for the statement, KTM Komuter dropped the passengers to their destination safely. However, there is quite a number of respondents that are completely unsatisfied with the availability of kiosks to top up their KTM card and Touch and Go card. As an overall, more than 80% of the respondents has positive impression on all the statements in the staff factor. However, 14.36% of the respondents stated that KTM staffs are not friendly. From this study, 38.64% of the respondents responded that the announcements at KTM Komuter Seremban station are clear and acceptable. Even so, 11.75% of the respondents are highly unsatisfied with the trains not following the schedule. Next, for facilities, the highest score for satisfied is 48.83% for the cleanliness of the couch, yet 20.89% of the respondents are unsatisfied with the cleanliness of the toilet in Seremban station. For the first objective, factor analysis was conducted in order to determine the factors that influence the customer's satisfaction. Firstly, Kaiser Mayer Omkin or KMO test was conducted to measure whether the distribution of values based on the sample is adequate to conduct factor analysis. And Kaiser 1974 recommends accepting values above 0.5, and for this study the value is 0.934, which is acceptable. Next, to ensure that the relationship between the items exists, Bartlett's test was done, and for this study, Bartlett's test is highly significant with a p-value of 0.000, and it shows that there is a relationship exists between the items. Next, the reliability test was conducted to determine whether the factors involved are reliable in explaining the customer satisfaction, and the Cronbach's alpha for all items is significant, which is 0.934. Since all the tests are satisfied, then factor analysis is appropriate for this study. Factor analysis was done on the 24 items and has generated 4 components. There are services, staff, information system, and facilities. Then, the Cronbach's alpha for each factor are services 0.885, staff is 0.879, information system is 0.855, and facilities is 0.813. Since it all exceeds 0.7, it is shown that service, staff, information system, and facilities are reliable in explaining the customer's satisfaction. Moreover, the total variance explained by the 4 factors is 60.98% using the principal component analysis as extraction method and Varimax with Kaiser normalization for rotation method. Thus, there is about 61% of total variation in customer satisfaction towards KTM Komuter services is explained by services, staff, information system, and facilities, while 39% is explained by other factors. Hence, objective 1 is satisfied.
Next is the price factor. As you can see, for the purpose and crowd cost tabulation table, the highest frequency is 32, which is the people who are going for leisure and experience the level of crowd. It's not far from estimation. As you can see, the expected count is the second highest. The highest expected count is the people who are going for leisure and experiencing the second level of crowd. Next, for their work, they are expected people going to work, and especially the first level of crowd is 8.9. However, in this study, it shows only 1% who are going to work. Is almost an empty coach. As you can see, this is the first level of crowd, and this is the third level of crowd of people going to the leisure. Next, for the relationship between the level of crowdedness and the purpose of travel, we use the percent chi-square. As you can see, the p-value is 0.015, which is less than alpha 0.05. Therefore, the relationship between the level of crowdedness and the purpose of level. This result is supported by the study of Daniel and Moody 2013 that stated that different peak purpose will lead to different peak problems.
Overall, the component that influence the customer satisfaction the most is the service factor, with 70.7% of the total variation, which is providing the answer for the first objective. The second objective is obtained by using the Pearson chi-square test, and since the p-value is significant, we can conclude that there is an association between the crowdedness of the crowd and the purpose of the travel.
Thank you for watching.